This is Andreas, pop culture guy. Uh, Today is another Andreas pop culture Retrospective review. And it's on the 1991 film of the Addams Family. Now, the Addams Family, the 1991 film, premiered in November 22nd, 1991, and marked the very first live-action film. The film was directed by Sonnenfeld in his director debut and starred Raul Julia, Anjelica Huston, Christine Ricci, and Christopher Lloyd. In the film, the family lives are interrupted when a man claiming to be Fester Addams, played by Christopher Lloyd, Gomez lost brother, shows up at their home. As time proceeds, the family begins to grow suspicious that he is not who he is. In fact, there's a scheme underlying Fester that will threaten the family's entire future and their gloomy lifestyle. Now, the version of the Addams Family that hit the big screen in 1991 features a lackluster story. Despite the payoff of his depths, the Addams lawyer, Charlie, teams up with the lone shark Abigail Craven, played by Elizabeth Wilson, to rob the roughly Addams family. Upon realizing that Abigail's son, Gordon, is actually Fester, not knowing he's actually Gordon because of an amnesia act that we get revealed because of the Brian Chirico, the Brano triangle hit him with amnesia. Of course, played by Mr. Lloyd, almost perfectly resembles Gomez Addams' lost brother, Fester Addams. Posing as Fester, Gordon attempts to infiltrate the family board. It's a genetic plot that could just go well be in any movie. And, well, let's critique at this point is that nothing unique is done with it. The movie seems content to use the macabre element that defined the Addams Family as a backdrop. It never really letting these unique features drive the story in any meaningful way. More than that, this backdrop ends up being much more interesting than anything happening in the foreground, which is the plot. As usual, I find myself more engaged with the everyday lives of the Addams family and the disposition of the characters in the film. While we never get any sense of chance about either or not the heist could be successful, well, perhaps it's only because it was just engrossed in the world that I don't find myself forgetting about the main story almost entirely when I watch this film so many times with the sequel. But, in fact, it feels like if the main villains honestly were meant solely to remind Gordon and us that we're actually supposed to be a heist and fruit, or a foot or something like that. Anyway, overall, lackluster plot. If you didn't come for the complaining plot to reveal you in whatever, or just looking to be embrace being gruesome or the wilderness, there is enough here to satisfy. The mediocre plot playing second field to the interest character, it's fine for me. The world probably works to the film's advantage, as it's quite fun to simply mess around with the Addams for a while as they playful as the electric stab, torture, and adore one another. Watching Gordon find his groove in the Addams household family as he works with the kids on display is like a delight. And it's one of the best moments in the film with the blood fabrication play. It's somehow made a little bit more heartwarming by their genuine passion for the morality. I don't often laugh when I'm alone, but I certainly did when Gordon earnestly asked them, "Have you ever saw your everyone?" Anyway, now a great deal of credit for this genre has to be given to the actors I mentioned. Raul Julia and Anjelica Huston managed to portray Gomez and Morticia so well, believable, and even loving relation. That's as also creepy and exciting. Their children, Wednesday, played by Kristen Ricci, and Pugsley by Jimmy Workman, have a strangely and adorable disregard for what the world thinks of them that's portrayed well through their very different character traits. The characters aren't giving much depth, especially the children in this installment, but they're not fun enough during their screen time that they never start feeling stale, which is awesome. They get better material in the sequel, The Addams Family Vows, which is awesome, especially Wednesday. Visually, the casting for the film is almost eerily well done. When I went back to look at the original show for the purpose of this review, well, I remember watching the show. I didn't really watch the show for this video, but anyway, I couldn't tell most of the 60s characters apart from their 90s era counterparts. They're vastly different from each other, I have to say. The 60s were mainly focused on Gomez, Morticia, and Fester as the main contributing characters, where the children were mostly there, really. There's most of differences, particularly the butler Lurch speaks in the show, but he doesn't speak in the movies. Or because it is a recurring character in the show, and he has a brief cameo in the film. Overall, for established fans of the Addams franchise, the Addams Family likely won't offer a great deal of anything new, other than being a fine showcase of the dark, wacky ways in the film format, which is fine. For newcomers, it's a reasonable introduction and a chance to embrace the strange charm surrounding the fictional family that we all know and love since, well, 1960s show, right? But probably won't, yes, but probably won't translate through thoroughly as the full film experience is lackluster with the plot. Perhaps this is what it should be. Through the spookiness, kookiness, altogether ookiness. Huh, see what I did there? The death-obsessed Addams family managed to give this otherwise soulless film some life. This film was, well, back then, in 1991, this film received largely mixed to positive reviews. It certainly wasn't a failure. It performed well at the box office. It performed 190 yeah, 191.9 billion worldwide, but it failed to meet the high expectations of the audience, who had waited decades for Addams Family film. But that being said, the performances were the one of the highlights of the film, as I said before, especially Anjelica Huston as Morticia Addams. The film is amusing, entertaining, and it captures the portion of the Addams family's dark humor. However, it's just a little too tame, beginning to miss a mark as a black comedy. But overall, I will highly recommend. It's not that bad. It's a good start for the character introduction, but their better movie and to watch as a great Addams Family film is Addams Family's Fires, the 1993 film. As I reviewed in this channel, great sequel, definitely deliver what the Addams Family film should be. Overall, this is a good film. I highly recommend watching the first one. Ciao, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope I'll see you again with more reviews. But in that, ciao.